HHS Secretary Kathleen Sebelius says the Obamacare site has dramatically improved. In an op-ed, Sebelius says the site is running faster and can handle more users. The website has been plagued with problems since it launched, of course, October 1st. Joining me now, Julie Roginsky, Fox News contributor, and David Webb, also a Fox News contributor. All right, we're just talking about your Thanksgiving dinner. And Julie, I know you don't like to talk politics at home, but how much did you have to talk about the Obamacare website? And now you read the op-ed from Kathleen Sebelius. Improvement dramatic, really?
Well, I didn't have to talk about the website. I did have to talk about Obama with my father, who's not the biggest fan, and I am so politics out. I'm so politics out right now. I can't even begin to tell you, but I'm happy to talk about it here today.
Well, what do you make of her writing an op-ed, though? This was in USA Today. It goes on, and again, we see the termage, vast majority of users. It will work smoothly now.
Right.
But let's show on the screen, David, and I want your comments on this, too. This is our own Peter Ducey, what he found about an hour and a half ago when he... Now, look at that. That is mumble jumble if I've ever seen it. Words that don't make sense, nada. Julie?
Well, so I went on the website today, and I didn't get those words, but I was told to hang on, that they weren't ready for me yet, but I should just hang on, so I wasn't overly heartened by that. Obviously, it's not the message that I think most of us who support Obamacare, or any of us who support Obamacare, want to see. I'm hopeful that it will keep improving, and we'll see at the end of March how many people enroll. I mean, it all depends, again, on how well this thing does in the next few months.
Well, so, David, what must have happened is what Kathleen Sebelius points out in her own op-ed 4 times when there is high demand. There's a new online queuing system that allows users to opt to receive an email when it's a better time to come back.
That's what I saw.
Well, that's what you saw, but when would that be? 3 a.m. when you're sleeping?
Well, maybe the 3 a.m. website call instead of the 3 a.m. phone call. I couldn't resist that one. But look, Amazon, Walmart, all these major retailers are now in Cyber Monday, and since Black Friday and Black Thursday and all these names, hundreds of millions of people have gone onto these websites. Over 400 million, I think, on Amazon alone. Look at the numbers, and they're not in queue because Amazon would make no money if they were in queue. The problem here is they built a technology that was not ready to support a legislation that, frankly, is not a good piece of legislation, so neither side of it works. And I'm with the president. This is more than the website. People should wait for the other effects, which sadly are going to be deleterious to our economy.
I think we're going to be talking about it for quite some time. Meantime, you probably remember Vice President Joe Biden saying this recently about Obamacare. The truth is, we're going to fix it, God willing. But now the Vice President is going to China in the middle of this healthcare drama. So why is Biden nowhere to be found when there are major Obamacare deadlines? Do you buy into it at all, David, that he's trying to keep his hands clean, or Democrats are trying to help him keep his hands clean, in case he decides to run for president, and now he doesn't want to have anything to do with it, even though he called it a good you-know-what kind of deal when the president signed it?
Is there an element of that? Possibly, but likely going to China has very little to do with Obamacare. It has to do with what's come out of the Asian quarters, where President Obama made mere platitudes, but no actions followed. We have to look at this is broad, and we could talk about it an hour. But in short, China takes the Scarborough Shoals. They test us. They establish their own version of a no-fly zone. They test us. Our response doesn't match what they're doing. They're being aggressive. They're also insulating their economy, trading more with their Asian partners to bring more people into their trading circle.
So Biden's good at Biden's good at diplomacy. So
really.
maybe that's why. But he always had a good relationship in the Senate. But Julie, back to my original question, which is he over there to keep his hands clean in case he decides?
No.
Well, why not? Because he hasn't been involved in Obamacare at all.
There is a major international incident, as David just alluded to, going on in East Asia right now with the Chinese establishing a no-fly zone. This is the former, chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, the man that's developed the best relationship with the Chinese premier of anybody in the administration by accounts that I've read in the press, somebody who's got a personal relationship with Premier Xi right now. So for Biden to go over there in the midst of our ally Japan, in the midst of our allies in East Asia being concerned about China's no-fly zone makes perfect sense. There are more things going on in the world right now than Obamacare, no matter how much we want to talk about Obamacare.
Well, some people found it interesting that he's nowhere to be found right now, at least here at home.
They're
Julie.
playing mahjong, we're playing tiddlywinks. That's what's going on in Asia.
Short of you wanting to attack China, I don't know what we could have done.
You're bringing me back to my childhood. David, Julie, have a great day.
Thank you.